And let's see where we're at. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Facebook. Let's see here. Trying to get everything together. I know we've been doing this a year. We should have this down pat by now, but I guess we don't. But in the meantime, what's happening? Facebook. It's 8 o'clock. It's Sunday. It's yours truly, Longhorn the comedian. Hope everybody's doing great. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope you had a wonderful, fantastic, outstanding week. What it is, what it ain't, what it's gonna be like, how is it hanging, all that. So, um, had a good week, can't complain. Looking forward to next week. Well, this week, because honestly, people say, man, well, how you doing? I tell them I'm just shy of awesome. They say, well, why are you just shy of awesome? Because that way I leave something to look forward to. So it's 8 o'clock and it's just me and you. And I appreciate you stopping in on a Sunday night because, there's a lot of places you could be, but you're here with me. So, I greatly appreciate that. Make sure when you clock in, stop in, give me a like, a thumbs up or a wave or something. Let me know that you're here. I'm rocking my sweatshirt. Y'all know about this. Laughter has no color unless you have really funky breath. So watched a little football today, did some yard work today. Yesterday, I did something I have not done in a very long time. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I hung out in my pajamas until blah 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 time. I'm ashamed to even tell you how long I hung out in my pajamas, but I did nothing yesterday. And I tried to make up for it today, but oh well, as they say, it is what it is. But if I would have done my work yesterday, then I could have sat around and watched football today. But Dallas is not playing today, so hey, there it is. I got to send a special shout out to my dude Steve. Thank you for the great review you did for me on Amazon about my book, Messages in the Madness. I greatly, greatly appreciated that. It was kind of funny because I posted it, but he said, he was expecting to laugh more, from a book about a comedian. Nah, I was just telling it like it is. I was keeping it 100, telling it like it is, being real. But still, I'm here and you're here. So let's look over here and see who's happening, who's hanging out this evening. I see in my magic mirror, so far I see Andy, I see Luke, I see, what's up, Gina? I see Wendy, I see Nanette. What's happening, y'all? Glad to see y'all. Like I said, I'm always happy to see y'all. I really am. I really am. So enough small talk. I'm gonna get to the message tonight. Now, y'all know I'm gonna tell you strap in. I know it. I usually try to be the positive guy, the upbeat guy, and I'm going to be this evening. But I got to take you back in order to bring you forward. So just ride with me with the message, okay? The message tonight is hate. What is it good for? Yeah, that magic word, hate. And honestly, growing up, when my kids were coming up, they could not say three words: the H word, the N word, or liar. They could not say those three words because I thought those were three very ugly, despicable words. I still do. So therefore, they grew up not being able to say those words. So the H word, as I will call it, is one that I know it's a very, it has, I mean, when you hear it, it has a very negative connotation, but actually hate is not an emotion. Hatred is an emotion. Now I'm gonna break something down for you real quick. When you break down the word hate, the definition of the word hate is intense hostility and aversion, usually deriving from fear, anger, or a sense of injury. And then it goes on to say to dislike intensely or passionately, excuse me, feel extreme aversion for or extreme hostility towards, detest, to hate the enemy, to hate bigotry. I'm just using it in contents. Now the emotion, hatred, hatred is a feeling. That's an emotion. Hatred is an emotion. It can cause an angry or resentful emotional response, which can be used against certain people or ideas. Hatred is often associated with feelings of anger, disgust, and a disposition towards the source of hostility. Now, you understand with me reading that, and you can Google this. This is why I'm not a big fan of that word. You hear me say big fan. I don't appreciate, I'll say anything but the H word. Why? Because it brings so much negativity with it. When you use that word, you are inviting the negativity. You're just opening the door and say, hey, bring on the negativity. Now, you know, there's two things. There's love and there's hate. True enough. We all know what love is, but we all know what hate is. But now, after hearing that definition of it, if you stop and you think about it for a minute, what in the world could you possibly uh resent causes resentful emotional response which can be used against certain people or ideas. uh Hatred is often associated with feelings of anger, disgust, and a disposition towards the source of hostility. When you say I hate donuts, what the hell did the donut do to you? There's nothing that you can hate. You hate a donut? Really? A donut? You know, extreme hostility towards, detest. I detest donuts. What the hell did the donut do to you? I love pancakes. You may say, I hate pancakes. Well, what did a pancake do to you? That word is just a strong negative word. And unfortunately, a lot of people use it. I'm not here to judge nobody. That's what you do. But just imagine if you took that word out of your vocabulary. Imagine if you took that word out of your life. Imagine if you began to use something different than that H word. Because honestly, we tend to speak things into existence. Now, let me back up a little bit. The reason why I bring up this word is because there's so much of it that we are being exposed to. It's like the sun is everywhere. But what if we were to throw up our hands to that and say, I'm not going to be a part of that? I'm not going to let that control who I am or what I am or how I see or deal with people, regardless of race, creed, color, sexual orientation. I don't care what kind of pets you like to keep. You might like to keep a pet elephant in your basement. That's your business. But what if we were to remove that H word from that equation? Sounds kind of crazy, don't it? But let's use it in reference to people. What person has done anything to you that would make you hate them? What walk of life, what race of people, what profession has done something to you to make you hate them? If you really stop and think about it. So, the reason why I wanted to talk about this word is because I wanted to challenge you to be bigger than what you're hearing and what you're seeing. I want to challenge you to, if this is a word that's in your vocabulary, if you were to remove it and remove the thoughts of hate from your mind, imagine what you might feel like. Imagine, you know, how your life could possibly change. Some people say, man, I don't hate nothing. Yeah, you do. We all do. We all have something that we detest. But, and there's a reason why we detest it. Now, let me take you all the way back. When we're kids, we learn love. It's automatic. People are hugging on us and kissing on us, and everybody wants to pass us around, especially if you was a cute baby like I was. You wanted to be, people loved you. People taught you hate. Yeah, you didn't learn it on your own. You learned it from somebody. You learned to hate things or people or places. You just from listening to people who are around you. So it truly was something that was taught to you. It wasn't something that you just decided one day, this is what I'm going to be. I'm going to hate people. I'm going to hate things. Or I'm going to love people and I'm going to love things. So we got to go back to the basics and remember to love. We can take two children, regardless of race, creed, or color. You set them down, let them, and they will play. 2 year, I ain't never heard a 2-year-old tell me they hate somebody because they were a different color. or they may be mad because they got their favorite toy, but hate is taught. And sometimes we got to go back and dig down deep and figure out why was it taught to us, and then dig even deeper to figure out how do we get it away from us. Because the sooner you get it away from you, the better. It's like a dirty diaper. Uh, yeah, you didn't gave your baby a whole bunch of apples or applesauce, and they walk around with that diaper. You just want to get it the hell away from you. Maybe the baby too, but wrap your brain around that. Now, let's come forward. Why am I talking about this? Because unfortunately, we have hate groups. We have organizations that are built on hate. We have people that hate each other and they don't even know each other. Dig that. But there are organizations that are built on love. There are people that live in love. And usually the people who live in love are the ones we want to be around all the time. Are you one of those people? Well, I think that if you're here and you're watching, all three of y'all, that you are. And I appreciate you. So I guess my message tonight is if we can love harder as a country than we hate, we can do a whole lot better. So that's my thoughts. Short message tonight. Yeah, I know. I know. Well, let's look over here and see what y'all talking about. Let's see. Uh, no, nobody got anything for me. I take that back. Kobe Myers, he said facts, same for my house. And I dig that. You know. Big shout out to Terry. Hope you're doing better, bro. Hope you're, I know you're recuperating and everything, but I hope you're doing much better. You and Mary Lou up there. But like I say, that's the message, short and sweet. If you replace hate and all these tentacles with love, watch your world change. So I'm Longhorn. That's all I got. God bless y'all. Keep God first. Respect yourself. Take care of your kids. Respect our vets. $2.